Hey, what's going on, folks? I'm Charlie, and with me today is Angela from Creative Displays. Hello, Angela.
Hello, Charlie.
Take a few seconds here, and you all is with us today. We got Steve Richenberg saying it's kind of a big day. Angela, I don't mean to disappoint you, but a lot of people have been wanting for you to come on. Have been wanting. They've been you're here by request, shall I say? Scott's in the house. We got Mama Knows Best. Hello, Mama Knows Best. Carl from Kiwi Christmas is watching us from New Zealand. We got Harold in the house. Hello, Ryan. Got Giacomo, our reigning champion. He won our Angela. Tom here is what we affectionately call him. We had anyone who does a show, they email me pictures, and we have a competition at the end of the year, and he won our competition last year.
Wow.
And of course, we have Stacy Parsons in here. Says howdy, howdy, everyone. And then Heather's tuning in from Blackpool in the UK. So we have some folks across the pond with us today. We'll have more tuning in here shortly. So I think everybody knows my passion, I'll say passion for creative displays. So this is your third year coming on, Angela. So thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited and to be part of this live chat. You're spicing it up a little bit.
Indeed. So for those who don't know who you are and what you do, who are you and what do you do?
So we are Creative Displays, and we are a distributor. We're based in the Midwest, but ship all over the world. And we offer top quality holiday lighting and decor at competitive prices. So our products are used by professional installers around the world, and they are designed to really hold up to the rigors of professional and commercial holiday use, but they're equally suited for homeowners and Christmas enthusiasts looking to buy really high quality Christmas lights and decor at affordable prices.
I think that's perfectly said. I've said several times in several of my different videos that retail grade versus commercial grade, and I say all the time that in my 12 or 13 years of buying from your company, I don't think I've had a strand or a bulb go out. I had my icicle lights. I broke one, but that was user error. That wasn't the LED error. That was me falling off the ladder and grabbing that as I went down. That's okay. But yeah, I think that's perfectly said. High grade stuff at extremely competitive prices. So you said you market all over the world. And what is it that you would say Creative Display specializes in?
So we specialize, really we do run the gamut, but our specialty and our company, we've been in business for over 60 years. So we've created these really strong partnerships with our manufacturers. So we get to innovate. They listen to us and work on prototypes and kind of go through that process. But our LED light strings, like what you were saying, across the board, we definitely specialize in those, and we own all of our color formulas. So it's going to be, our colors will be consistent from year to year. So like your warm white will look the same from year to year because they have the Creative Display color when we work with our manufacturing partners. So that's one area. Our LED bulbs, just all of our really core essentials, I would say what we specialize in. And then we always try to do innovative things that other companies aren't carrying, like the Rgb snowflake that you see behind me only comes from our company because that is an exclusive product for us. And like our leaping arches, those you can only find at Creative Displays.
I was going to try to get you full screen there. I'm not talented enough to do that real quick. Now, we do have Terry coming in from the cheap. Terry runs the Magnum Family Christmas Lights and says, Angela is my go-to person for Christmas lights. So you're well known.
Hi, Terry.
Let's see here. So I've been up to your shop before, but the shop you are currently at, I have never been to before because you guys just moved locations. Where's Creative Displays located at?
So we are super excited. Charlie, we are expanding our company. So we just moved into a new warehouse and offices, and we are now located still in the Kansas City area, still based in the Midwest, but we're now in Lenexa, Kansas. So you can find all of our details online or just put us into Google. But everyone's welcome. We're building a new showroom, and we're going to be having an open house at the end of September. So we're really excited to showcase our new products and just have more room and space to be able to ship out and to just receive our customers.
And I'm excited for that open house. I remember your last open house was pretty legendary, so that I've listened to. So no pressure on you.
We did have a party,
like
so we got to top
displays. I'm just saying. So I know you to, like you said, have high quality products. There is a huge difference between retail grade and commercial grade. Can you talk a little bit about that difference and why it is a huge thing to take in consideration when purchasing product?
Sure. And every product is a little bit different. So I'll just, maybe speak at a high level, and then I may go to a specific product. But the biggest thing is just in the components of the product. So with a wire, it may be the copper, the amount of copper that's used in commercial grade versus retail grade, the bulbs, the LEDs. So in a light string, as an example, just speaking to that product specifically, commercial grade versus retail grade. In commercial grade, the product is made with one piece. So the socket is connected with the bulb. And some may think it's an inconvenience that you can't remove that bulb. The rest of the light strand will stay lit, but by having it be one piece construction, the number one failure in an LED light string is when debris could get into that socket, or rain or moisture. But by having it be one piece, that eliminates that issue. And our light strings last around 75,000 hours. So you get that super longevity in the product. And then another thing with light string specifically is just commercial grade, our products are full wave rectified. So in retail grade, you may get that flash and just notice it, which I was doing a photo shoot, and we just had retail grade versus commercial grade. And it really was obvious in the photo shoot because you could see really the lights weren't even lit because of just how fast the camera flashed, versus you could get the shot with the LED lights. But then when we were shooting the retail grade, just it wouldn't even show up in the shot because of the flash was just so slow. So I thought that was really interesting. So just that brightness that you can just see and it's not flashing. And then just
I've had that problem many a time when I try to video Christmas lights. I have to know all the exact settings if I'm filming some of my lower grade lights. I know exactly what you're talking about. There's a huge difference in just photography alone.
Yes. So that's another difference. And then just the LED quality, like I said, like with our products, we do own the color formulas. Like if you're buying from a retail, the warm white, I can pretty much guarantee it's going to be different from year to year. So, and then the durability of the product, just how long commercial grade is going to last. Like you may save upfront on the retail grade product, but the product, there's going to be a failure because of those things that I talked about, where if you invest in the commercial grade, you're going to get so many years out of it and just not have the headaches of replacing the product all the time.
Oh yeah, that you say your lights last about 12,000 hours. So that's about or 75,000 hours. So that's about 12 years. And if you think of all the times that if you buy big box store lights, you're gonna have to keep buying over 12 years. Oh my God, that's so much money. And you're right. I've never done a video about this, but I get probably one of my top 3 complaints every year. People say all the time is, "Hey, I went to insert store and I got the same box of lights I had last year, and they're different color blue or different color white." Yeah, it makes a difference, and that's awesome that you own the rights to your light coloring. That's huge.
Yes, that's something that and the customers that work with us, they expect that, and we want to deliver that that consistency from year to year. So that's something that we really work hard on, and we have a quality control set up with that as well, to make sure that they're within that right color range when they ship the product to us.
Looks like you're known to a few other folks here. Mr. Atano says he has 3 of the snowflakes behind Angela and getting a few more. He also has 6 of the trees as well. So, yeah, he's a collector like I am.
Amazing. Thank you. We appreciate it.
Harold here is familiar with your RGB leaping arches and asks, will you be carrying any programmable leaping arches or RGBs?
We do have, we can make custom RGB arches. So that's something that, is a possibility from our company if you work with us earlier rather in the season. We've just had really good luck with our ones that are pre-programmed because people can just buy them and plug them in. And also from an affordability standpoint, they're affordable for what you're getting. But if you do want leaping arches, we can either build the arches or, put them with lights because we do like our RGB tunnels and that type of thing. But you just have to work with us a little bit earlier in the season. We'd be happy to do that.
And for those of you who tuned in prior to this live starting, you saw the 2-minute trailer I put together of Angela's extraordinary, awesome, eye-catching, jaw-dropping RGB pixel tunnel. It's amazing. For those that haven't seen it, maybe I'll throw the trailer up again, or you just go to Grave Displays YouTube channel, and it's all their stuff is on there. But that brings up a good question. What are some of your most popular products?
So our RGB tunnel has been very popular. In fact, we sold out of just all the tricklet pixel lights that go on that the tunnel. So that's been popular. And there's been some supply chain issues with getting the RGB lights, but those have been extremely popular. Our leaping arches do sell out. The RGB snowflake sells out, or at least we have the last couple of years. Hopefully 2022 is the same, but those are popular. And our LED light strings, we do really well with those. And I have some new colorways, which you can't really see. They don't come across on camera very well, but we have a fun new Halloween strobe light that is in purple, orange, and pure white. And these types of specialty items we typically sell out of. And then this one is really pretty. It's like a blue, purple, and teal color, and it doesn't show up, but you can look at this on our website. And then we have a champagne and some different white colors, which is really pretty. So I think we introduced like 5 or 6 new colorways. Like we have a red, white, and blue light string this year that's really popular. So those items we typically sell out of. So a lot of our RGB products, light strings, LED bulbs.
Yeah, see, you have the starburst behind your chair there, which I've had behind me on my old set for years. And I'm actually, do I have it within reach? No, I have your firecracker lights here somewhere. Next Monday, I'm doing another live giveaway, and I'm giving away your firecracker lights, one of your starbursts, and a few other things I have laying around from Creative Displays. So
okay, cool.
If you folks are curious about Creative Displays, we're giving away a prize package of, in addition to other stuff, T-shirts and stuff, but Creative Displays will be a part of that next week.
Awesome.
Carl from New Zealand says basically has one question: do you ship to New Zealand?
So we do ship all over. So yeah, I'm sure we can figure out how to, I don't know. I can't speak for my warehouse manager. So we usually get the orders but I'm sure we can, ship to New Zealand. So.
Now, in addition to all your awesome products, you also offer design consulting. Can you talk about that a little bit? What design services do you guys offer?
So we offer different levels. Primarily what we're offering from a design services is when we design light shows throughout the country. So these are like your drive-through parks or walk-through experiences, or either walk-through drive-throughs. So we will really, in a lot of cases, just design the whole park and then help manufacture all of those items. So we'll put different themes together, just as an example, like a S'moreland and a Whoville or a Santa Land, and then we'll incorporate in the arch. And we did like our RGB singing trees and different displays to make it really interactive, like a walkthrough present, and then design the colorways. So that's one component of our design services. A city or town could call us up and just say, can you help me design our downtown? So then we'll help with like lighting and things to go on their poles. Or it could be, a homeowner wanting help with just outlining the house with lights or putting lights on trees. So just different levels, however we can help with our expertise. But a lot of the design is done like design these big shows throughout the country.
Very cool. Clear Christmas Cable. He's a fella from Florida, and he's asked, does Creative Displays guarantee the light strands, and if so, for how long? So you saw this product. It's rated for 75,000 hours. I know in 12, 13 years, I've never had one go out, but what is the actual guarantee on it, if anything?
So I think last time I did this, not everyone was happy with our return policy because it's essentially through the season. But I mean, if anyone has issues, we just never, we literally will get maybe one return a season. And if there's going to be a failure, you're going to notice it right away. You're going to plug it in, and our product is not 100% perfect by any means, but it's very, very rare that we have any, but we're going to guarantee, and, we have our reputation in our company. So we just work for the customer. But like our return policy that states on our website is through the season. So I know last time people didn't like our return policy, but that's our policy. But, we stand behind our product, and, ultimately like our light sets never fail unless it's some outside force. But, we work with our customers just to make sure that they're happy.
My favorite product of yours, and it's such a simple thing, and it's teeny tiny thing, but it's absolutely my favorite, hands down product you have, is your 5mm mini strobes. Love those, and that's the one thing I get the most compliments on every year. It's not my workshop, it's not my song choice, it's always the strobes.
Yeah.
So as long as you're selling those strobes, you have a fan for life.
Yeah, no, lots of strobe. You'll have to check out our new Halloween ones. We're excited about those, but yeah, our strobes are pretty amazing. We try to come up with just new designs and new colors on those every year. So I think we have like over 10 colors now on the strobes.
Very nice. Well, yeah, I remember when it was just cool white and warm white. But that's a great segue to my next question. What is new for this upcoming season? What cool things do you have for us this year?
So we have a lot of new exciting things. So I kind of talked a little bit about our light string colors. So those we're really excited about. We have an American flag net light that's new. So that we have a couple of those left. We sold a lot of those for the 4th of July and Memorial Day, but we still have those left. Other things that are new, we're offering greenery now with an ornament package on the greenery. And like our greenery, we do make our greenery special for our company. So we're excited to kind of elevate it a little bit more with more of a premium ornament package. We're continuing to sell our Rgb Arches, and we're fully stocked on those. We have our Rgb snowflakes. What else is new? We have some just little accessory pieces that we geek out on, like the termination plugs are new for us. If you hop on our website, so those you can just put on like the end of a mini light string, and it will plug right in, and it takes away, like, instead of taping up the end, it's a little plastic cover that goes on the end. So those are new for us this year. What else is new? New colors on pretty much anything that we offer. We have new colorways that we're offering. So, and new snowflakes. We have new snowflakes this year as well. So,
and they can get you at creativedisplays.com, and also put your phone number on the screen for folks to see in case they want to call you. But yeah, it's not just lights. You guys have garland. You guys have the plugs. You guys have vampire clips. You can make your own extension cord, which I highly recommend doing. I tell the story all the time. My first year doing it, I blew $1,000 by buying 40 100-foot extension cords. Stupid, biggest waste of money ever. But you guys, if anyone who has not checked out Creative Displays, check them out on their website. They offer a ton. It's not just lights. You can build your own strings. You can custom build strings. So if you want something to fit an exact profile of a house, you don't have to go to box stores and like, I got an extra 50 feet here or 10 feet here that overlap. How do I hide this?
Yeah.
With your company, you can make it exactly to the length you need, right?
Yeah, and that's kind of part of those services that we want to talk about all the glamour, like the RGB, but just understanding like zip cord, how much of a game changer zip cord can be. I've had more just customers just on like the socket wire when they bought the socket wire that you can customize to your house, just how life changing that was for them, because you could also use that same socket wire to put on if you have trees that like outline your front. You can use that same spool, that same wire to customize light strings for your trees. Or if you want to outline your drive, we have lawn stakes that our socket wire fits perfectly into. So you get that perfectly straight line just outlining your driveway. So just a lot of, or even using clips to outline your gutter line just to get that perfectly straight look. So a lot of just game changing that are just in those core products that we kind of sell day in and day out. But when, Christmas enthusiasts and homeowners get their hands on those products, it can save a lot of money, like with the extension cords, but then it's just so convenient because if you want 20 feet or 20, 30 feet, you can just cut it to your specific needs. So
yeah, it's awesome to be able to do that. Scott says that he got your mini lights for last year's show too, and they were extremely popular. Yeah, I swear by Creative Displays 5mm mini strobes. Swear by them. Now Carl is like from Kiwi Christmas. He builds sleighs and he builds reindeer sets attached to the sleigh, and he's asking, would you be able to add commercial grade plug and play to the range? Can you design a light set for the sleighs? Is that something you can custom build for somebody?
Yeah, just give us a call and we can talk through what your needs are and see how we can help. But yeah, we work with companies, throughout the country, just whatever the needs are. I could name off several, but yeah, we're happy to talk anything Christmas and however we can help.
Are there any supply chains, talking about jumping across the pond to England or New Zealand or here in America? Are there any supply chains that are going to affect the Christmas supplies this coming year? Any issues with that?
The supply chain issues are definitely persisting. I mean, our strategy from a company standpoint is we actually bought our product back in October, just because of what happened last year. There were other companies in the industry that didn't even get any of the products. So we were extra cautious. And at one point, I think we were like the only company that had light strings in the country. So that just put a little bit of strain on like our inventory and that type of thing. But we ordered early this year. So we are fully stocked right now. All the products. Yeah. So that is a bit of a relief. So yeah, we're pretty fortunate, other than like some RGB pixels that we've sold out of. And once you sell out of something, you can't really get it in. Just with the lead times, to be able to order now would be really, really pushing it to get it to get it here in time. So, I mean, we're pretty much stocked for this season at this point.
When is the best time of the year for the consumer to order Christmas lights from you?
So we stock product all year round. So we try to be in stock, but on those items that sell out early, I would recommend probably this summer purchasing those before we get into the season. And strobe lights are very popular for our company. So if anyone wants the strobe lights, to get your order in earlier on those, and like the RGB leaping arches, if anyone's interested in those types of products, those do sell out early. And we had a pretty big wait list on that product. because we did sell out, and then we just got our inventory in a couple of weeks ago on that product. But that I would recommend ordering early. But other than that, if it's a standard like 5 mm warm white light string, you can order that in October, November. Like, we really buy those heavily to make sure that we're in stock through the season. And that's what we do with the majority of our product. We we want to be in stock at least through the first week of December to really service our, we want to be in stock. We don't want to be, I want to sell out, don't get me wrong, but we definitely want to service our customers. So we want to be in stock through the season. But there's just so many different factors that affect the stock.
What is your most popular color that people buy from you?
Color?
Yeah, is it warm white? Is it cool white? Is it a shade of something? What's the most popular color? I don't know.
Warm white is very popular. That's our number one color, and then pure white is popular as well. Pure cool white are somewhat similar.
Yeah, I remember you. Yeah, Donovan, yours was pure white, not cool white. Gotcha.
Yes. And then it seems like every year there's like a little bit of a trend that I don't know. Red was popular last year. Green might be popular. So there is just different trends. Red is a really strong color for us, but
I would assume for the municipalities that you serve, that probably warm white and red are probably pretty popular amongst the cities and the towns.
Yeah. Warm white is kind of the standard color, but then if they're edgier, they'll go pure white.
If they're rebellious. Terry says the mini strobes are amazing. I incorporated them, wrapping them lights for trees and balls and spheres that I make. I also had several colored spheres from CDI. And Carl says the email is in the phone call is forthcoming. He's going to get a hold of you about some lights. And then Tom says also the great February pre-sale. Yes, there's always the first of the year pre-sales. Angela from England says, with the cost of electricity jumping, do you have a plan or a plan to make supply solar panels or other cheeky way to charge them? I've never thought about that. Is there any logic in the industry to make solar powered lights?
Yeah, we've looked at solar powered lights, and they are a little bit more expensive up front. But yeah, it's definitely something that we looked at. The one good thing I will say with our LED light strings is the power draw is small, just due to the fact that they're LEDs. You're not really compared to incandescent. So my recommendation would be, really going over if you can make the investment into LED light strings, going down that route, because that definitely saves a lot in the electrical costs.
And we're just chock full of folks from New Zealand today. Dwayne is also from New Zealand. He says, hi, Charlie in the chat. And Haas, who's in Florida from Off Kilter Homestead, says, will you ever have the mini strobes that are linkable? So
that's something that we always get a little bit challenged. And I love challenge us, because that's what, I think that's how innovation happens, when we hear from customers. And, that's something, even with our Rgb Arches, making them linkable. And so those are definitely technologies that we're working on with our manufacturers. We're just not quite there yet with the technology, but I can see it in the future, that happening.
Yeah, I know your arches. When I reviewed your arches, that was one of the comment I would get. Like, I want to connect 12 of them. I'm like,
yeah,
they're not built like that just yet. Let's see here. Now you have your own YouTube channel, social media galore. But on your YouTube side, you have the I'm going to go back to the Pixel Tunnel. Is that Pixel Tunnel as awesome in person? I mean, I know you're sold out, but is it as awesome in person as it is on your YouTube channel?
It is pretty amazing. I was just talking to one of our customers. We did a light show, and I think they have 150-foot drive-through tunnel. And so they put on this pretty big light show in New Jersey. They're actually right outside of Manhattan. The owner says that he'll just go start it early and just sit there. It was new for them last year. He's like, I'll just go early to my show and just plug it in. He's like, yeah, I just, it's something different every time. He's like, it's never the same. I'm like, well, it is the same. But he's like, it's just the most magnificent thing. So we've been getting a lot of cool feedback, good positive feedback from our customers. So that's exciting.
And while I'm thinking about, in addition to that, you also do the pixel mega trees, correct?
Yes, we do have the mega trees. We did some singing trees last year, so those were very cool. We displayed those at Trans World in 2020. So yeah, we have some pretty cool stuff.
And for those folks who have not watched it, I believe I put a bit of that singing tree in the back end or after our interview, maybe, that because I interviewed you at Trans World Live in 2021. Not live, but I interviewed you there in 2021. But I believe I put some of that tree. I know I recorded it. I think I put it in that video. I'm not certain if I did or not. But it's awesome. Yeah, the Grinch singing and doing things.
Yeah, those were, the sequencing was pretty cool in those. And I think that's on our YouTube channel as well. So it's probably on both of our channels if people want to check it out.
And then Carl asks, is solar as bright as low voltage lights and LEDs?
I've seen, my experience with solar is the color is a bit muted. It doesn't have quite that intensity. So, I think that is an evolution. It's not quite there with the color intensity, or that's the feedback. We've tested those a couple of years. We just haven't gone in big with those. But one of the issues is just the color intensity isn't as bright.
So speaking of innovations, top of your head, I'll go off the cuff here a little bit. Top of your head, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years down the road, what innovations do you see coming out in the Christmas light space for lighting? Anything top of your head that you think, I can't wait till this happens? Anything like that?
So, I mean, a lot of what we see happening is just more customization. So just the RGB lights, just being more accessible. And I think at a better price points, just with any technology to do like permanent lighting on your home and being able to change it is quite expensive. So, I would see that just continuing to evolve and get better, and just more competition, more availability, and more consistency in that type of product. But I see really like being able to just offer more customization and more technology, more app-based tech and that type of thing.
Yeah, that's a great point. 20 years ago, no one had RGB lights that could be permanently affixed to their own home. That was something you'd see in Vegas or something you would see in high-end places. But now it's, it's trickling down to the residential customer.
Yeah.
And it started out with RGB. Now you have RGBC, RGBW, RGBIC. There's also all sorts of acronyms out there that just lead to neatness.
Yes.
Now, question I don't know the answer to. How many manufacturers are there worldwide of Christmas lights? Is it you buy from the same supplier every year, or is there you go out there and you look at different people's products, or how does that work out?
So I would say that's just one thing for maybe the listeners just to be on guard about, because there's so many, like I'll come into my office and like every day probably have between 5 to 10 emails from different people wanting us to buy their product. So a lot of times with China, you don't know like the quality, or if they're repping through someone else, or if ultimately you just send them money and then you never get your product. But for commercial grade, there's just some solid manufacturers and that we work with, and we're not chasing a price point. We want to offer the best value. And we buy in bulk, so we are able to get good pricing from our manufacturers. But we're pretty focused in that commercial tier in terms of manufacturing.
And that's a great business point to me that you make is I don't care at this point in my Christmas light decoratingness. If it's quality, it's quality, and if it's $50 or $100, if it's going to last me a decade, I don't care. And you say you're not chasing a price point. That's brilliant to hear, because it tells me you're doing what you need to do. It's quality first, and that's awesome to hear. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and we've been in business for over 60 years, so that's what we always kind of look at, like that next generation of our company. We have always stood for quality from our company, and that's where I think if you read the reviews or anything about our products, there's that consistency. There's never been a year where, oh, let's try this out. We've weathered through storms that have been pretty challenging with all the tariffs and all of that type of thing, where we could have gone to other countries or, and I keep pushing to, with our manufacturers just to, I'm not opposed to that, but just getting the same level of quality product. But I mean, we could have been swayed to go other places to make, a margin type of thing, but we stuck with our partnership. And I think that's where they will always deliver for our company. Like in business, you make those really good partnerships, but, I think that's just something to know. If you're buying from Creative Displays, we're not going to sacrifice on that quality part.
Which is awesome. The consistency alone is, to me, makes your brand, I don't insert adjective, makes your brand awesome, makes your brand consistently cool. I don't know. My articulation is waning right now. Kurt asks, do you sell wireframes without lights to where the customer can customize to their needs? Is that something you do?
Yeah, I mean, most of ours we do sell with lights, but if there's something, that a customer is interested in, they just need to reach out to us. So, yeah, we've definitely done that.
Fair enough. And the phone number and the website's down there at the ticker. You mentioned a minute ago about, viewers beware about what company you're ordering from. I had a deal last year, which worked out good for me for a Halloween issue. But I had a deal last year where 3 separate companies sent me the exact same make and model of lights. So I had 3 exact boxes and everything. The exact same lights from 3 separate companies. So I just turned them into wearable Christmas lights. But yeah, since then I've learned to vet companies that offer to send me products, because even though they're from China, I think it's one company making it, and they sell to 3 other people, and they sell to 3 other people, and then it trickles down to the consumer. So you never know if you need to go back to a company and follow up or ask questions if that's the actual person who made it.
Yeah, and there's also a lot of drop shippers that are getting into the business as well. Like they could be buying from like my company or another company. That's another thing that I am seeing. Like we do warehouse the product. Like we buy it, directly from our manufacturers. We warehouse it. So that is something that I am noticing, just more people, because essentially anyone can get on and just build a website and, drop ship products. So that's another thing just to kind of see, like, do you warehouse the product?
That's a good question to ask. I've never thought about asking that. As do you warehouse the product? That's a brilliant brilliant sentence to be able to have in my back pocket to ask. That's awesome. Are there any anything that we should know about Creative Displays? Any fun facts here before we wrap this up? Are there any new and neat things we should know about Creative Displays?
Well, one fun fact is we are going to be having a summer sale. So we will be having quite a few items on sale. The sale, I think, is starting sometime next week. So you can get on our website, and the sale, there'll be like I think a coupon code. So that's one, I think, exciting thing, just to, if you want to stock up and get good pricing before the season starts. That's definitely something to check out. Yeah, and just, look at our website, give us a call if anyone has any questions. We'd love to talk to customers, and we're excited about 2022. It seems like everyone's pretty pumped up for this year. So, we're excited about lighting up some things.
Yeah, I always say it's always about next year. What are you going to do to up your game? And one quick story that I like to tell about Creative Displays, and I'm sure now that I've told the story enough times, it's dawned on me. It's like, oh yeah, it's probably just caller ID. I don't know. But every time I call, we're going back 10, 12, 13 years ago, I call, hey, Charlie, what's going on? I don't even say hi. Hey, Charlie. So it doesn't matter if it's Angela answering or anybody there answering. So I've always appreciated the first name basis. And the customer service we haven't really talked about today, but I'll touch upon that real quick. It's awesome. So always answer with a smile. Always answer with the whoever answers the phone there, give them a raise. Say, here you go. Charlie said I had to give you a raise. Your customer service is second to none. So bravo to you for whatever you do there.
Thank you. Thank you. No, I mean, we, definitely want to service the customer. So that's kind of our company mantra, is to offer the best customer service, hopefully in the industry. But, we just try to be straightforward and get to know our customers. So then ultimately we can help them better. So thank you.
Yeah, got a couple quick questions coming in here. Scott says my main color is warm white. If I were to buy a product, would an RGB prop be able to match close enough, or is it necessary to get a new RGB product? I guess I don't quite understand the question. I think he's asking are you able to color match? Maybe that's what Scott's asking. I don't know.
Well, there is an RGB which you can change the whites into warm white. But it just depends on how, I think the regular RGB products will work fine with warm white. But just depending on what kind of color scheme, like if you really want to be strict with the warm white, then you could get the RGBW product. But there's also new things too, like our new strobe light that I have behind me that you can't really see the colors, but that's not an RGB product, but it is new. Like if you wanted to just kick up your display, it has champagne, warm white, and pure white together.
Very cool. See here. See Kiwi Christmas. Thanks, Angela, for the info and great products and design. I'll be in touch soon. Thanks, Charlie. Great interview. So yes, looks like you have somebody. Carl's going to get a hold of you and say, hey, let's build some stuff. Let's see here. Special discount for Charlie's listeners today. Not this time. Maybe another time. But when Creative Displays does have that summer sale, I'll put that in the community tab. So you guys, anybody who has the bell checked on your subscription for Christmas on Crestline, you'll get an instant notification about that sale. And I'll also put that out to the Patreon people as well. And don't forget to go check out Creative Displays YouTube channel and subscribe to that as well, because they're always putting out stuff for their own designs. And then Doris says, thank you very much for your time, Angela.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us again. This year's our third year running, so you've been on every year since we started the extravaganza, and I appreciate the heck out of that. Your support in the show, and I'm always a big cheerleader. There's only a couple of companies I cheerlead for, and Creative Displays is, of course, one of them.
Awesome. Well, we appreciate it, Charlie, and love being on the show. So looking forward to 2022, but keep us in mind for next year also.
Heck yeah, you're always invited. Open invitation. That's about it for us today, guys. If you do have any other questions for Angela, in addition to your website and to the phone number, is there an email that you can give out that folks can email you?
Yeah, our info at creativedisplays.com.
Info at creativedisplays.com. Awesome. That's about it for us today, guys. I'm Charlie. She's Angela with Creative Displays. Give her a call. We'll see you. And we got a video coming out Saturday. We'll have another live coming out Monday. We'll all be giving away Creative Displays products. So we'll see you guys then.